Hey folks, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2. So we have a boat! Isn't this exciting? Okay, so I actually took some time and looked through some boat stuff. So, first off, oh yeah, this is interesting. So we can decide who gets to go on our parties, and this is good because I didn't bring a tank because I turned Adair into a rogue for some reason, so... But it looks like we'll have the option to kind of swap people around maybe in the future. So, where's the rest of the buttons here? So we can run around the deck. I don't know why, but we can go look at it. Here's the deck. Yay, we can come talk to people. That's fine. What seems more important to me is the ship management screen, and I took a few moments and took a look at it, so let me show you what I think I've gleaned from it. Alright, ship management, H. So here are all the people and things that we can do with our boat. So here's a schematic, and there's all these different positions. We've got cannoners, we've got people who are helmsmen, we've got deckhands. They all provide various bonuses and stuff. I'd have to pull that up, but just trust me that it's in there. We've got us captaining, hooray! We can change our flag, which is super cool. We've got a bunch of options for other things we can put over here. These are things we can add to our boat. Like, this is a regular sail, I guess, so maybe we'll be able to get better sails in the future. Different hull types. We can have different flags that we fly. We've got a pirate flag, which seems like a terrible idea, but also a Juana flag, which we may want to use when we're heading up to our next destination. There's helms and lanterns and anchors and different kinds of cannons. You notice we've actually only got cannons on one side. Let's put a cannon on both sides. And then we can assign people to different areas. We'll need to hire more people. We need a helmsman because they help you steer. Cannoners because they, cannon. Stuff like that. Oh, we do have a cook. Okay. The cook reduces the amount of food that you need. Surgeon makes people heal faster. Just good things like that. Okay, and they also need to eat. So you'll notice that we have food supply and water supply up here. This is, so we'll go through -3 food per day, and we'll go through -4 drinks per day. And you can queue up a bunch of stuff, and I think I have this set up right. I think that they will eat it from left to right. So we have all this hardtack, but that makes our people sad. So I think what I've got in here first, they should eat the fresh fruit first, which is great. And they should also drink the milk first, and then go into water. I don't know why water is -1. That's kind of weird. We do have, let's put all this up here so I don't forget about it. We have things like grog and stuff, but that has negatives to it, so we'll just kind of leave it as is for the moment. How much healing we've got, how many cannonballs we've got, how much repair stuff we've got. I think we'll need more of it. Well, we saw where to buy that. There's all hull health, how many people are injured, all kinds of things. So we'll have to deal with that as we go. But our first stop is going to be Port Mage, because we need to get people, among other things. So let's head on up here. Oh, this is so cool. Uh-oh, what are you? Well, I hope you guys are nice, because otherwise I'm boned. I encounter another ship. Okay. As the Defiant leaves Port Mage behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trade vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant's starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signals a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not be easily turned away. Well, we can't get away from them. We've got like 3 people. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship. Ah, crap. Along with shouts from the crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, and in stark contrast, strides an unkept Orlin. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm around his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a wildly braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. Okay. Hi.
On behalf of the Principe Sen Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain uplifts a chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple.
Couldn't have asked before you boarded my ship uninvited?
Eccoci. It has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave.
Well, I don't like to brag.
Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
Yeah, look at our ship, not so much.
Well, he's done his research. Might as well hear him out.
Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's face, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. Let's go with the vision here briefly. The visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Ferrante's hand, and warmth spills through you, excitement, pride, and respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lap-lit galley, swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and sweet fruit, with sailors and their songs and sweat. The scene billows away, ice cold and clawing, replaced with the crew on deck, solemn and staring, as Ferrante grasps one of their own by the throat. No, not one of their own, no more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features as Ferrante reads the man his last rites. For no, they'll consign him to Anra, to Andra, as tradition dictates, goddess of the oceans. Andra, okay. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant. Looking into Ferrante's face, he raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. So that you say that Benweth is the one who attacked me?
The short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months. He is no son of Velia. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent. Benweth is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. He risks all that we value.
Okay, wait, hold on a second here. Who are the Principi?
This is the first you are hearing of us, truly?
I'm new here. His eyes raise in a show of surprise, but then his smile turns sly and he cants his head as if to include you in a secret.
We are a magnificent but largely landless people, so we have come to own the sea. To survive, we must seize prosperity where we can. Hence, we're oft labeled as pirates, smugglers, merchants of illicit trade, or mercenaries.
All right.
It will not always be so, but it is for now.
Okay. So, do we smart off a little? So if Benweth is the second most selfish captain, who's the first? He pinches at his lips, eyes narrowing thoughtfully, but you can see that he's biting back a mischievous grin.
Perhaps I have said too much. This is a problem solely of my own, for now.
She, huh? Alright. So, if Benweth is one of your own, shouldn't you be taking responsibility for his actions?
Benweth is no captain of mine, Aimiko. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principi altogether.
Oh, how has he endangered you guys?
Are you saying if we rile you, you will pose no threat to us? Così, pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer.
The captain chuckles, fingers rubbing the frilled collar about his throat.
Word of Benweth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you.
Awesome.
I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benweth.
Okay, probably. Do you see this guy, like, rocking out over here? It's pretty cool. Glad someone's having fun.
Ferrante's do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters. Not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so why are you telling me this? Why would you be interested in helping me?
I will be honest with you, Aimiko. I do not favor Benweth, nor do I care for the company he keeps. Such fools and scoundrels serve only to tarnish the Principi's reputable name. But I believe you will be capable of setting him straight.
Here, what does this mean? Ah, crap. I didn't mean to click that.
Of course, Aimiko.
Crap.
Work with me, and I will weight your pockets with gold.
Well, I screwed that up.
When you have dealt with my problem, I will prepare a fine welcome for you at my port. Now, a tip for you.
I was gonna just kind of offer to do it for free, but anyway, his smile returns twofold, and he nods amicably.
Benwet's Drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Ooh, he flourishes a hand towards the Orlin at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the high fucking model of the gentleman of fortune. As for Benwith, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
Just to be completely clear here, squid do not nurse.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing 2 men with a single bullet.
Sure. Yeah, and we're that bullet, huh?
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies, you might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
Okay. Welcome aboard.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
Alright, fair enough.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Side note here, just to break out of character. So my wife works with this guy that brings in onions for lunch. Not like an onion made into something. He brings in a single raw onion and microwaves it and puts butter on it and then just eats it. And that's his entire lunch. I don't really understand it either. So, anyway. Alright. Ooh, Cypher or Barbarian? Oh, I actually already have a Cypher. I could really use a Barbarian. That'd be kind of cool. Because I set myself up as a Cypher, right? Suddenly I can't remember. Yeah, I did. Let's go with the Barbarian. That sounds awesome. You might be my tank. Welcome. Welcome into the team. We have kitties. I'm just saying. It's a Cali, too. I like calicos. Okay. Well, here. Let's go take a look at our ship. Not that button. I meant to go to ship management. Let's see what his deal is. Okay, so... have you decided to take up a spot on our ship? I do not see you around, so apparently you are not helping. Now that doesn't totally make sense. Arena's pitching in. No, well, never mind. I guess it does make sense. Okay. Well, cool. I like new people. And actually, that fills out our party then, doesn't it? Yep. Perfect. Cool. All right. Alright, well, let's continue on our way. Glad the first person we met was nice. Okay, working with an injury. Yeah, okay. You're fine. Alright, and let's head on in. And hire some people. Alright, so I think we're just going to the harbor, right? I think so. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, supply. Is this the right button? So we can get repair supplies. Oh, cool. Okay. So what do we need? Everything looks okay. We've got food, we've got water, we've got some medicine. We could use some cannon shot. Oh, I can buy a lot. How about we buy like 10? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Sure. And then we've got water, hardtack, rice, ale, fruit, a Valerian hullbreaker. This is a cannon. Are designed to prevent boarding. At long range, they have a distinct disadvantage. At close range, the hullbreaker is without equal. Huh. Well, we only have one, or we only have 2 cannons. Maybe we should buy a third. Let's buy it. Do we have anything I want to sell? Probably. Let me take a look through this. Actually, maybe not, because I have not yet gone and sorted out what everyone is going to be wearing. So let's not do that. Let's get a cannon. Cool. Alright, so we got some basic provisions. How much do we need? Did it have a specific... Repair supplies, medical supplies. Well, I didn't, but I could have. Let's buy a couple. Yes, 10. And 10. Great. Okay. So then... Where do I go to hire people? Is that gonna be here? Let's find out. Oh. Ah, okay, I figured it out. Ha 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 ha. There's another tab here. Cute. Okay. So, novice navigator, novice deckhand, a cannoneer. Okay, so what do I need here exactly? So I would like another cannoneer and a deckhand is what we really need. And we bought a cannon, right? Yeah, let's put one of these on each side, or two on each side. I guess that's fine. So we've already got, yep, a helmsman, so that's good. And a deckhand. Actually, we could use a surgeon and a navigator. So we could use a deckhand, a cannoneer, a surgeon, and a navigator. Not necessarily in that order. How expensive are you guys? Cost, 0. Oh, okay. So you just cost daily wages, huh? Okay. Well, we need a deckhand. So the people that are personality malicious. Nah. Let's get a deckhand. So it looks like the people that have more than one ability cost more money, I guess. So that's kind of cool. Let's get you. And let's get a surgeon. And let's get a helmsman slash cannoneer. Wait, I think I might have screwed that up. Hold on. Let me check here quick. Known sailors. Did you guys already put yourselves in the right spots? Oh, you did. Okay. So you could actually be a navigator. So actually I could just use another... Oh, I actually already had a surgeon. Ah, son of a... Well, you can be a deckhand as well. So why don't you come do this, and you come do this. Or am I backwards here again? Hold on. So actually what I just really need is actually 2 people who can operate a cannon. Possibly. Helmsman, cannoneer, and a novice cannoneer. Okay. Sure. Is this gonna, like, use up all my stuff right away? Probably. But, again, I don't know what I'm doing. So now do we have everyone where I want? Cannoneer, cannoneer. Yep. Surgeon, cook, navigator. Okay. Well, awesome. So, where are we headed? Blow the men down, huh? So this seems to be the right level for me. Or actually, it's not. So, we could try to find this city. Nekataka is north and slightly east. I can follow the reef towards the city. Okay. Well, let's do it. Is this a reef? I don't know. It might be. Doesn't look like a reef. What's this? Wreckage? Oh, repair supplies. That's nice. That's not it, is it? We can go take a look. I guess we'll go the long ways around. That's fine. Oh, here we go. What is that? And what is this? Okay. Oops, is that what I wanted to do? I hope so. Fresh fruit. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, so these are locations where I can disembark then, I guess? Oh, okay. So, sea navigation, yup. Known locations, to bring up places you can discover. Faster and deep water, okay. So known locations. Dunnage, Fort Deadlight. Oh, here we go, Nikataka. Where is this? Set a course. That way. Ah, cool. Okay. Let's do it. Someone's boat. Oh, does that not stay up if I close it? Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay. Something's happening.
The ring of a bell comes to you on a cold wind.
It not being pirates, I hope, right?
The ring comes again and again, until soon the air is full with the sound of 1,000 bells ringing all at once.
Pirate bells.
You feel a resonance in your core, a bell ringing in tune with all the others. Something in you bends, then breaks, and you are borne away on the ringing tide, just another peal among the many. The tide of bells recedes. You lever yourself up onto your knees and realize you have been here before. You stand in Bareth's realm.
Oh, hey.
You are alone.
Oh.
And then you are not.
Oh.
An indistinct figure stands before you, flickering between forms like a fire-cast shadow. A fixed, taunting grin. Bottomless black eyes. A yawning chasm in the earth. The aspects of Bareth, the Usher and the Pallid Knight, shift in and out of focus. And at their back, 4 indistinct shades hover. You feel an eternity stretch out behind each of them, reaching back to places so distant and yet so near you cannot comprehend their size. The shifting image of Bareth settles on the aspect of the Pallid Knight.
Watcher.
She intones. Her voice is the discordant clangor of gongs struck out of time.
I tasked you to discover Aethys's intentions. Tell me what you have learned.
Okay, so we can say that he's draining souls. We can say that he's stomping around, yanking souls up like a giant soul magnet. We're not gonna be shady. And I'm not gonna be a jerk. Yeah, he's draining souls from veins of luminous Adra.
The Pallid Knight knits her brows.
He does not seek to return to the beyond? Intriguing.
Her sickly pale skin pulls tight across the bones of her face, as if the shell of this aspect does not quite fit the impossible creature it contains.
Some kind of Edgar suit.
The figure nearest Bareth dissolves and reforms in the image of a thin-lipped, ancient crone, whose face has felt the melting kiss of fire. The goddess Wodica strides forward.
Goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. Holy crap, that is quite the list. Okay.
Does Aethys frighten you, Bareth? He should. Magran subdued Aethys's influence once before, and yet he returned.
The Godhammer bomb, huh?
From out of Wodica's shadow shuffles a hunched, bald man you recognize as the God Scan. His skin is mapped with swollen lash scars, and breath whistles through the ragged hole in his face where his nose once was. He does not speak, but stares up at Wodica, with naked loathing plain on his ruined face. Wodica steeples her long, knob-jointed fingers.
We must annihilate Aethys now, before he makes a rash decision we cannot easily annul.
She casts a sly look at the Pallid Knight from the corners of her eyes.
A moon would do the job nicely.
Wodica says,
Gonna drop a moon on him? Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, we need the moon, I'm just saying. I use that all the time.
A voice echoes from the shape nearest Bareth.
The lava is too large to be moved, and Koltha too quick to be caught. Even for a god of Wodica's strength and apparent lunacy.
Har.
The figure beside the aspect of Bareth flows forward in a swirling cloud of ash. The ash falls to the tiles and reveals a molten-skinned woman, leaning on a monstrous, wicked-edged broadsword. Magran's glowing lips curl in disdain.
We must find a solution to the problem of Aethys that is neither do nothing, nor destroy the world. I acted in haste during the Saints' War. You will not goad me into doing the same now. To move against him while his plans are unknown would be the height of foolishness. We must find wisdom in precaution.
Oh,
Magran
and
says.
what kind of precautions do you suggest?
Magran looks at you as one might a wayward gob of spit on one's shoe.
Can I remind you that I already killed a god, so back off.
It is no business of yours what the gods decide.
Another of the silent figures steps forward, and the warm, golden light of a summer's afternoon spills across your face.
Let's all take a deep, calming breath. Perhaps cooler heads will prevail.
Behind Helia's words, you hear the soft coo of doves.
This is the first god we've met that has had any particular positive qualities.
Aethys has been separated from us for too long. Isn't it possible he intends only to gather enough souls to reclaim his realm in the beyond? He should be welcomed.
That's not what it sounded
Helia
like when we
says.
chatted with him.
You look up then into avian eyes. Through them, you see clouds of starlings converge and divide.
He didn't sound like he was just trying to come home. What if he intends to betray you?
Helia puts a feathered hand to her chest.
He wouldn't. Betrayal is not in his nature.
Neither was dying.
Scan shuffles forward.
Yes, yes. We should welcome Aethys' return to the fold. His gratitude we can leverage to cajole him into divulging his plot. Then, when he believes himself to be in our good graces, we do as Wedeka suggests, and crush him into the earth.
Not with a moon.
Scan pauses, inspecting you.
Ah, and here is the Watcher who wiped dear desperate Alice's mind. You could have let my followers help her kill the man who tormented her. But you did not. Curious.
Scan licks the ragged edge of his lipless mouth and grins, then turns to Helia.
Unfortunately, I don't know the context for that.
I did not expect such a deliciously ruthless idea from you, Helia. I am impressed.
Helia's feathered crest stands on end.
You wretched little creature.
So that may only make things worse. Yeah. Yeah. Let's be clear, a lot of these plans with killing gods have gone a little awry.
Your point is well made, little Watcher. If self-evident, Aethys has not been known to possess a vindictive nature. Indeed, he has occasionally been magnanimous to a fault. However, if we push him to the brink of reason, there is no telling what he may do. He is, as ever, unpredictable.
Something akin to fondness creeps into her voice. The pallid knight gestures for silence.
Aethys cannot be killed, but he may be subdued. Yet to do so will take immense power and time. Both stand in his favor.
Magrin grits her black glass teeth.
That is why we must ascertain his plans before he has the chance to put them into motion.
She begins to pace. Her steps leave little trails of fire in her wake.
Neat.
Magrin stops and balls her hands into flaming fists.
Even if we manage to destroy his current form, there is the possibility he could return, if he has not already absorbed all of his children.
Absorbed all of his children?
The pallid knight casts a cold, cutting glare in Magrin's direction.
Magrin speaks too freely. That knowledge is beyond your ken, Watcher.
Wodika waves the gods to silence.
Aethys gathers strength. His strength is a threat to us.
Her voice takes on a sharp, almost panicked edge.
There is no sensible answer to the question of a resurgent Aethys other than decisive, final action.
Something must be done. There's no need to act now. Ooh, because frankly, something needs to be done now. Like, something has to be done.
Your opinion is unasked for and unnecessary, but noted nonetheless.
The pallid knight says. Though her tone is impassive, the banked fury in her eyes says well enough what she thinks of your interruptions.
We will act when it is appropriate to do so, and not before.
The pallid knight steps away from the half-circle of assembled gods. She pulls herself up to a great height. The words she speaks next come not from her mouth, but from all around you.
Follow him, Watcher.
Will do.
The black of the pallid night's irises expand until her eyes are as dark and cold as the void between stars. She bends down and brings her ghostly face level with your own.
Your debt to me remains unpaid.
I'll do what I can, not necessarily for you, but because I'm a little worried about the rest of the world.
She stares at you, unblinking. Like a needle drawn to a magnet, you are pulled toward her one compulsory step at a time. Helpless to resist, you tumble into her impossible eyes. You fall wildly, endlessly, unable to find your bearings or slow your spin. And in the distance, above, no, behind you, comes an insistent ringing. You angle yourself toward it, searching for the sound. A small silver bell appears just inches from your fingertips. You reach for it, straining to still its interminable ringing. The moment you touch it, your soul slams into your body with all the force of a fall from the top of the sky.
Ooh.
You blink open your eyes and find yourself on the floor of your ship's cabin, alone.
All right, good for us. Well, that was weird. All right. Interesting power plays going on there amongst the gods. I'm not totally pleased to have ended up in the middle of this, but unfortunately, I don't have a lot of options. Oh, a red cape. Neat. Fragments of Whispers of Yenwood. Despite being utterly destroyed with the devastation of Kenua, the sword known as the Whispers of Yenwood has once again found its way into possession of the keep's road warden, albeit in pieces. Oh, cool. Let's leave that in there. Let's grab this cloak, though. Can I wear a cloak? I want a cloak. Yes, a cloak. I'm sorry, a cape. Yes. Oh, I look just smashing. That's fantastic. I love it. What does this hat look like? Nah, pass. We'll stick with blue. Okay. And there's something else I can poke at here. A scroll, yep. Oh, and a letter. Dico, I hope this letter finds you in good health. It's been many summers now since you first arrived in the Gilded Vale. Much has changed in those years for both of us. I don't know if you remember me. I don't, I'm sorry. But the day you came to my door is not one I'll forget. For months afterwards, I wrestled with my faith and my fear, and still the gods have blessed me with a son. He's healthy and strong, and already so curious. All of the Gilded Vale dotes upon him. I've told him of you. He constantly asks after the Watcher who restored his spirit, and hopes one day to meet you. Until then, know that we keep you in your prayers. I hope that's not a paternity suit in the making. It doesn't sound like it, but I'm not sure. Okay, but at this point, let's go ahead and let's take a break. When we come back, we'll continue on to our first port of call. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.